to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about, I have to wait till my computer reboots. So I wanted to talk about Nicole Kidman and Tom Cruise and some of the sexual assault allegations that have been happening in the news media. Because I feel very strongly about this case that, like, to the top of my mind, if a woman experiences some abuse, she should say it, voice her opinion on the spot. She shouldn't wait for 15 years or 25 years and then say, oh yeah, I had an affair with this guy and he abused me. That's totally a no-no. So anyway, let's just get on with the story. Nicole Kidman says, being married to Tom Cruise kept me from being sexually harassed. Now, seriously, there are other men in her industry that would come on to her. She's a very attractive, beautiful woman. So what she's saying is basically Tom Cruise's marriage helped her in coping with these situations. And seriously, on a personal note, I firmly believe a woman should honor her husband. That's the proper way to your husband, whether he's an ex or otherwise. Whatever happens in the past relationships, in the past, stays in those personal moments. For example, if something happened to you 20 years ago, you don't bring it up after like 30 years and say, oh yeah, this guy did that to me, just to defame him. I'm sorry, that's not the right way. Not to revive or review or rethink or reanalyze the incident in some far way off period of past decades ago. Straight up. What is happening in the current western part of the world of terms of sexual assaults accusations and counter accusations is totally way off abnormal ways of civilized living or blown out of proportion. Let's this be an example of good morals. Daughters, girls in teenager years to living alone in cities, and basically that Nicole is the correct way to approach life, not what is actually going on in the media per se. So whatever's happening right now with, for instance, a famous example, Jane Gamoshi, Bill Cosby, the Canadian minister, Patrick Brown, all these people, I mean, I'm sympathized with the men at first, because some of those women, they came like after it's like 3 years. Oh yeah, this guy did this to me. No, it's not like that. You both did it. It was 3 years ago, and you are raising that issue after 3 years. You didn't go to the police station 3 years ago. Now you're coming up and going to the media. A girlfriend, wife, or ex-wife has to respect her husband no matter what you did, or world provoking you to say something damaging in the name of social media or a two-second fame. I mean, I'm sorry, just for that 2 seconds of fame, you're gonna ridicule everyone, the whole world, that it happened to me, it was so bad, and just for that like limelight of 2 seconds only. I'm sorry, your character is very low. You shouldn't do that. Nicole could have easily distinguished the relationship with Tom Cruise and the sexual relationship with him during his marriage. Very easily, because when you're married with a man and a woman, you have many sexual experiences. So she could have said, oh yeah, this guy, he did this to me while I was in bed. No, they were a couple. When you're a couple, you're allowed to do that. So I must sympathize with Nicole Kidman at all costs. She's a respected, professional, beautiful woman, and she is the perfect role model for all these women who are accusing Bill Cosby to Patrick Brown, etc., etc. Now, does that give an excuse to think backwards in time and blame a particular part of the day that happened? Where sexualized masculine characteristics come into play with a man and a woman? I think not. Otherwise, this question is for all those individuals trying to sabotage this institution of love, marriage, and family well-being instilled in humanity. Well, the sources and of the story is linked in the description box. I hope this video will help you in determining what is going in the media these days with sexual assault accusations, and hopefully the sisters and girls will be better off in their daily lives, not to accuse Tom or Dick and Harry or left, right, top, bottom. This happened to me that many numbers years ago. Let Nicole Kidman be a good example in family values per se. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's video, and please comment, like on the video, what you think, and happy trails until we meet again, and keep smiling.